Yo, chosen ones are so fly. They're going to gaslight you until the day you are dead and gone because they just can't take all of you at once. All right? If you experience a lot of weird situations between you and other people, all right, then you're going to realize that there's a pattern and there's similar happenstances that just keep happening between you and others. It's just that it's something that immediately will signify that you have a different experience with other people. It's something that lets you know that you're set apart from others because it's just a behavior that you don't participate in, and you experience this at high volumes. This isn't just something that happens once every blue moon. This is something that happens pretty much every time, if not all the time, when certain people get around you. So when people get around you, you realize that you're being gaslit. You realize that somebody is trying to play a game of I know more about you than you think I know. And it's okay for people to know certain things about you. It's okay for people to be aware of certain things. All right. But when people will gaslight you about it, then that's how you're a fly person, because people cannot be honest with you about your greatness. All right. It's okay for people to know that you're great. It's okay for people to know that you want to be successful. It's okay for people to know that you're working towards something. You have an endeavor. You have something you want to be awesome at or be great at. It's okay. People are going to know that there's something that you do to become successful once you're working towards becoming successful. And when you're working towards becoming successful, it's something that you're going to have to deal with. People are going to people are going to, it's just the way they act. Or they're going to act weird around you. This is how you know you're becoming successful. They're going to act really weird around you, and they're going to gaslight you about your success. Imagine somebody Imagine somebody seeing LeBron James and he just got done playing the best game of his life, but they're talking about the team and not even referencing him. Man, that team did real well tonight, man. Did you see those Lakers? And LeBron is like, I was just playing on the court. What do you mean did I see the Lakers? I'm LeBron James. That's how they're coming at you when it comes to your life. And when you have people who will talk to you about things that they know has to do with you, but won't recognize it as having something to do with you, you got a secret admirer. It's like somebody knowing that you make awesome music. They listen to your music all day, or they just listen to your music a lot. Or they just know of you for making awesome music. They might play your music, they may talk about your music, but they won't acknowledge you for being the one who does it. Unfortunately, when you're really fly, unfortunately, when you're a chosen one, people are not going to be able to acknowledge you or give you credit for the things that you do. It's impossible for them to do it because it is a form of them paying homage. It's a form of them stopping the gaslighting and having to acknowledge the fact that this person is great, this person is knowledgeable, this person is honorable, this person is awesome. All right, this person's got some wisdom. This person know a little something. It's okay to acknowledge somebody for knowing a little something. But the thing is, a lot of people don't understand as a chosen one how you have encompassed all this information, all this knowledge, all this wisdom. A lot of it you already have inherently. Some of it you were guided by spirits, angels, God Himself led you in the right direction to study certain things and figure certain things out. And just from being observant, just from being intelligent, just from you being chosen, and God making you separate, and you getting downloads and seeing certain things that not everybody is seeing. The spiritual man sees a lot different than the carnal man. All chosen ones are spiritual. We're above carnality. All right, we see above carnality. So we can see past the carnality in life. All right, we can see past the flesh in life. All right, but they're going to gaslight you until the day you're dead. They're not going to give you credit for the things you do. They're not going to be able to acknowledge you for the things you do, even if they learn something from you. It could have been signed, sealed, delivered. It's straight from you. They're not going to be able to acknowledge it or give effort to the fact that it came from you. Respect the effort that it came from you. They're not going to be able to do that. So what they'll do is they'll talk about other people who are great. This is how you know you're great. It's like when a girl talks about another guy around you. That's how you know a girl likes you. All right, when you're not with a girl and she's talking about another dude around you, it might mean that that girl has a thing for you. All right, or if you hear a group of girls and you don't even know them and they're talking about some dude trying to get your attention, those girls might think you're cute. All right, those girls might have a little thing for you. Those women may be interested in you. Excuse me, those women may be interested in you. All right, there are younger people who watch my channel, but the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. There's still certain things that are similar between young ladies and adult females. All right, so adult females will pretty much do the same thing. It'd be group of girls just sitting around chopping it up, talking about a certain dude, trying to get a dude's attention. When girls talk about a dude that they like around you, it could possibly mean that they're interested in you. Same thing when people are around you and they're talking about other people who are successful, other people who do what you do. Say you're a music producer like me, you make a hell of a beat. People who talk about DJ Mustard, people who talk about Timberland, people talk about any other producer around you, except for giving you credit for the work that you've done or put in. You know, they're it should signify to you that you're great and you're good and that you're going to become successful. But what it does signify is that they're low key hating, and it signifies that you're fly, and it signifies that they can't take the fact that you are going after this dream. You see it becoming a reality. You see yourself being more than able to accomplish it and do it, and you going after it. You don't care about their laughter. You don't care about their jokes. You don't care about their opinion. That's why they got to talk about other people. They try to bring you down for what you do. All it's going to do is make you go harder. They have to try to find any way they can to try and discourage you. It's because you're fly. And if they're not discouraging you, they're not giving you credit. If they're not discouraging you, they're not counting you in for doing it. All right, if they're not discouraging you, they're not giving you the credit. So whether they discourage you or they discredit you, don't let them diss you. Don't let them discourage you. Don't let them discredit you. If they don't want to give you the credit, that is okay. They don't want to give you the credit, you don't need it from them. You don't need their credit. You don't need their opinion. You don't need their praise, their accolade, their worship, their thanks, their nothing. You don't need nobody's nothing. All you need is your own acknowledgement and your own support of your own efforts, because they're going to gaslight chosen ones until the day they die. You don't know how many people I encounter that will talk to me about the things that I talk about in these videos, but not once have they said they saw my channel. Why? Because I'm super duper fly. I'm super duper fly. They can't stand the rain. Shout out to Missy Elliott. It's my window. I can't stand the rain. It's my window. I can't stand the rain. Yeah, I never knew that was a sample. I always thought that was just a hook sung by Missy Elliott. I never knew that was a sample track. All right. But they're going to sample you. They're going to study you. They're going to watch you. They're going to learn from you, take from you, not give you an ounce of credit. They're going to watch what you do and be entertained by it and love it, but won't acknowledge you as the one who's doing it. They probably watching you and enjoying you right now, looking at your social media page, looking at your posts, enjoying you right now, but not giving you an ounce of the credit you deserve for accomplishing what it is you've accomplished, for them to even be able to see it acknowledge it, look at it, take it in, whatever. But it's because you're fly. It's because you're fly and they can't give someone like you credit. It will crush their ego to have to acknowledge the fact that you have reached the level of greatness that you're on. It will crush their ego for them to have to not gaslight you and acknowledge the fact that God created you as the one of the most flyest, most super fly, coolest people that a person could ever know. All right. And they let you know by how they treat you. All right, you may not even be that cool. That's okay. Well, guess what? To them, you are. When people are, when people can't acknowledge you, the or give you the credit for doing something, it usually means that they're a big fan. It usually means that this person is really trying to hold back their excitement for you low key. Or this person might even be happy the fact that they're in your presence. They can't even help themselves. That's why it slips out. They start talking about the stuff you do. They start talking about other people. These people are low key infatuated with you. It's just a love hate thing. They love you so much they hate you, so they have to try to hurt you. But they feel you make them feel good, so they want to keep you around. It's just a toxic mix. All right, you uplift them. They want you to try to uplift them enough so that way they can try to get on your level. It ain't never gonna happen because they don't want to do the work. They're just gonna get the energy and it's just gonna lie dormant and stay stagnant, and they're not gonna do nothing with it. All right, so just be prepared. All right, people are going to do some gaslighting when you really fly. All right, they may know you just worked real hard and became a doctor. They may talk about somebody else becoming a doctor. They may talk about, oh, if I get sick, I don't know who will help me. Hey, maybe I'll find somebody. I'll talk to you later. Just it could anything ignorant. You a whole doctor. If I get sick, I don't know who I'm gonna call, but hey, gotta help me. See you later. You just became you graduated from medical school today, and they just said that to you. That's pretty much the gist of what chosen ones go through. You just got you a whole medical degree, and Mr. Johnson down the street. God bless his old heart. God excuse me. God bless his heart. Mr. Johnson, youthful young man. All right, don't even know which end is up. You just became a whole medical doctor. If I get sick, I don't know. Maybe there's some good doctors around. You know anyone who just got their degree? Like they will like it's out of jealousy and envy, and it's out of a fear of a bruised ego. They can't acknowledge the fact that somebody like you chose to do something great, someone that they know, someone that they looked down upon. And that's another thing. Sometimes people will look down upon you, and that's why they can't acknowledge the fact that you have risen up to a higher position in life. You're someone they used to look down on. You're someone they used to look down on. Now they got to look up to you. They're trying to figure out how that works. And on top of it, they're trying to figure out how to get there themselves. All right, so don't allow people's gaslighting. Don't allow people's lack of acknowledgement. Don't allow people playing with you. Don't allow people's fake acknowledgement, acknowledging what you did, but not acknowledging your role in it or acknowledging your part in it. It's like people at a job where somebody comes up with an idea, but the person that's the head of that department takes credit for it, knowing damn well it's not their idea. That's not your idea. Well, you're in my department, so I'm taking credit for it. I'm going to be the one to present this to the boss, because if you do, I'm afraid you're going to take my spot. All right, they cannot handle you all at once. You're too much multi-skilled, multi-talented, all right, multi-good looks, multi-good personality, all right, multi everything. You're good at a lot of things naturally. You have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of skills, and you don't mind breaking them out on people. You don't mind breaking out your talents. You don't mind taking that risk and becoming successful regardless of the fear of what somebody may have to say. You know how many people are afraid to go out and be great because of what someone's going to have to say about the path that they're taking, or the direction or course they're choosing to take with their life. When you want to be successful, you're not going to be able to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. You're going to have to go off and actually be and do what it is you want, regardless of if you're ready, regardless if you're ready, regardless if you're good, regardless of if you're great, regardless of if you suck, regardless of if you're horrible, regardless of if you're terrible and utterly. I don't care if you sing like Ice JJ Fish. You better keep singing until you sound like Chris Brown or Brian McKnight. I don't care if you sing like Ice JJ Fish. I don't care if you sing like Flavor Flav. You keep working and keep singing until you sound like Genuine, until you sound like Chris Brown. All right? Or until you sound like Bobby Brown. Chosen ones are some of the flyest people that anybody will ever meet. Chosen ones are some of the flyest people that anybody will ever meet. They can't take you. They don't know how to. You're too much for them. You have too much going on. All right, they don't know how to deal with a person like you. They gotta ignore you. They gotta look left. They gotta look right. They gotta look up, down, and all around, because they can't look at you. They can't look at God in the face. They can't look at one of God's most precious creations. As a chosen one, you are one of God's most greatest creations on this earth. All right, people gotta ignore, and people gotta look over. You know they done that to you. They done looked past you and spoke to the person behind you and act like you wasn't even there. Chosen One Chronicles. Things like that happen to the chosen ones. All right? That may happen to people here and there, but I'm talking about these things happen to us all the time, have happened to us. People constantly trying to put things in your face to make you feel bad about who you are and where you're at in life. Not only can they not just enjoying it by themselves. No, that's not good enough. They can only enjoy it by making you suffer because they have it and you don't. And because they have it and you don't, they feel you should suffer. If you're happy and someone has something that you don't and you're happier than them, they're going to try to project their unhappiness onto you and make you unhappy, because they're going to get you to focus on what you lack at this point instead of what you have. You're happy because you're not focusing on lack or what might be lacking. You're counting your blessings and focused on all the things you got. All right, that's why they're not going to be able to take you like that. That's why they're not going to be able to deal with you like that. They can't take somebody like you. You are official. You are the real deal. You're the real McCoy. All right, you are the type of person that they cannot be upfront and honest with. They're going to be, and this is why you have to be careful. This is why you will attract a lot of snakes, because people can't be honest with someone like you or real with someone like you about your situation. You're going to try to talk to people about treatment you've went through and all these other things. They're going to gaslight you. Or you're going to talk to people about things and come to certain revelations. They're going to gaslight you. Why? Because you're fly. You're one of the freshest things since sliced bread. And a lot of people are unable to deal with your appearance, your presence, your confidence. Maybe you're handsome, maybe ladies, you're beautiful. Don't you be chosen and have too much going on for you, because they're not going to be able to take you all at once. All that you have to offer, all your skills, all your talents, all your good looks, all your good energy, your good heart, your good spirit, your untoxic mind. You don't have toxic thoughts. People love to be around people who ain't negative, until other people come around that may judge them for it. And then now they tend to lean towards more of the negative folks, because people got to be cool, people got to fit in, people got to be in the in crowd. All right, but you're fly though. You are fly, and you're so fly, you make them deny. They're going to deny the fact that you got it going on. They're going to deny the fact that you're working your way up from nothing to something. They're going to deny the fact that you got a presence on social media. They're going to deny the fact that you can actually make that dream become a reality. They're going to deny the fact that you're really going in and doing your thing and putting in a lot of work. They're going to deny the fact that the things you're saying are helpful, are helping people, and are eventually going to get you to a place. Once you figure it out and you get everything right, it's going to get you to a way better place in life because you didn't give up and you went after your dreams. I don't care if you don't, you may not be making athlete money, but even if you're making any kind of money attached to your goal or dream that allows you to support yourself, that's a step up above just either working for somebody else or not doing anything dream related at all. Some people aren't making a dime or a cent off their dream, or and never will, because why? They don't take the steps or believe in themselves. Some people are just destined to just stay where they're at because they're not going to push themselves any further. All right, you're pushing yourself further. You're doing the work. You're putting in the work. All right, you're grinding, and they see it, but they're gonna gaslight you about it because it's too great, it's too powerful, it's too helpful. You're too skilled. You're too handsome. You're too cool. You're too amazing of a person. They gotta act like they don't see you. They gotta act like you're not there. They gotta act like you're not around. They can't take all of you at once. You make people feel some type of way. You make people feel some type of way. They working on it. You see them fighting it. You see them trying, but most of them end up just falling to the wayside with their behavior and how they act towards you. And you could just tell that this person is gaslighting. You can tell that this person is trying to manipulate the situation, trying to make you not feel or think or see yourself as great as you actually are. They don't want you to think or feel or see yourself as great as you actually are. And don't you dare try to bring up anything about gang stalking. Don't do that, especially with people who minimize your experience. They know that you're something special. They're going to deny it. They're going to lie. They're going to minimize your experience because they don't want to acknowledge that, because it's going to give you proof. They don't want to validate your experience about you being the shit. They don't want your experience to be validated about you being one of the flyest people that they that you know is that's doing their thing right now. All right, you are unable to be taken all at once. You could tell by people's facial expressions. You could tell by how people handshake ain't matching a smile. You could tell how people, just some certain people are, when they come around. Their intentions are just pouring all through them. All right, their idea of you or their attitude toward you is pouring out all through them. You're not going to be fake. All right, you're just going to realize that, okay, this is someone that is untrustworthy. But certain people behave certain ways, it's not even worth getting upset anymore. It's just you don't play them too close. Like when certain people get weird, whatever they do for you, that's what they do. Like, oh, okay, you just drive me around. You got weird. Okay, we can't be friends anymore. Now you're just a chauffeur. I pay you for the ride. I get the ride. We out. You got weird. We can't be friends. Once people get weird on you, it's going to be difficult for you to maintain a relationship with them once you understand the reason behind or what they did, or you can see clearly through it. It's going to make you discontinue dealing with them and make you discontinue the friendship, because you're going to know what's going to happen next. Okay, I see this in this person. I've seen this. I know this type of pattern. I know this type of behavior. This is going to lead me into the hellfire. This is not the best situation for me to be in as a fly chosen one. I got to get out of here. This person is t- trying to trick me out of my flyness. They're trying to trick me out of my success that I'm stepping into. All right. You're so fly, people are going to try to gaslight you and make you think that you're not who you are. They're going to try to gaslight you and make you think that your work is not good enough. They're going to try to gaslight you and make you think that there's something wrong with you for being different or just not being the same as everybody else. Because you're fly. You don't have to be like everybody else. You're cool. You're different. You're you. You don't got to be like everybody else. They can't take you all at once. You got too much going on. Thanks for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.